Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm letting you guys know 5 things that I hate about my Explorer 2 16570. Now, of course, I love the watch. I purchased it. But there are some things that could be improved or that I don't like about the timepiece. Now, maybe 1 or 2 of those are really on point, and the rest I had to reach to really make this video to make 5 points. Now, if you guys haven't checked out the 5 things that I love about this timepiece, I would link that video in the description box down below. So guys, after this video, go check it out. Now, before we get into this video, guys, give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. So guys, my first point is the weight of this timepiece. Now, all my points, of course, is just based on my opinion, from my point of view, my perspective. I'm someone that I'm heavily into vintage timepieces, particularly like 36 millimeter size, 34 millimeters, and those timepieces tend to be a little bit smaller. Some of them are even on leather straps. So that helps you understand how I kind of would feel about this timepiece and the weight. Now, it's a 40 millimeter size case. It's a neo vintage timepiece, so it's not even vintage yet. So just based on the material that this is made out of, it's a hefty watch. So one day I was out doing my little walk/run, and the watch was just so noticeable on my wrist. Unlike, let's say, my Datejust, I've taken my Datejust on walks and runs, and it just disappears on my wrist. So that made me decide, okay, that's one of the points that I do not like about this timepiece. Of course, it's not a deal breaker, but you guys should understand that sometimes you want your watch to just disappear on your wrist where it's not so noticeable and heavy. I know over time, if I wore this as a daily, I'll just get used to it. I won't even notice it. I'll be able to do push-ups, run a mile, and just be cool. But just since I'm so used to lighter watches, it was just a change. The next point will be the bezel. Now, I mentioned this point in previous videos where this bezel, the way it's designed, the way Rolex made it, is one that if you ever scratch it or ding it, the way you have to refinish this watch, it takes time. It's not like a Submariner or a Rolex GMT where you can just pop the bezel, insert out, and just replace it, and it's just brand new again. This would definitely need a professional who will be able to polish the bezel, reapply the black lacquer or paint or whatever it is that they use for the numbers so that it could go back to, good condition. My third point is that the date function is not quickset. One point I need to make though, that it is somewhat a quickset, and I'll show you guys how they really designed it. So what happens is the hour hand has a hacking function where you could just turn the hour hand around twice. So once you go past the 12 hour mark twice, the date will change. So instead of going through where 24 hours, where the minute hand is moving as well, this feature just hacks the hour hand and the date changes after you go around twice. So it's somewhat of a quick set, but it's not a real quick set like the Datejust, so to speak, where it just has that function where you just change the date and no hands are moving. My fourth point that I hate about this timepiece is that the bezel is fixed. Now, it's not a big deal, but guys, think about it. Wouldn't it be cool if this bezel, this same exact bezel, could rotate, whether it's unidirectional or bidirectional? That would have just been a cool feature and ultimately make this timepiece a GMT, a solid GMT watch where it wouldn't limit you to the time setting that you'll be able to do with, let's say, GMT Coke or Pepsi, where the bezel rotates bidirectionally. Comment down below if you agree with that point. And my fifth point is that the crown is a little bit too small, especially with the crown guards. Just getting in there just to unscrew it and set the date and set the time is a little bit difficult. It's not a big deal, but if the crown guards wasn't there and if the crown was a little bit larger, that just would have been aesthetically a little bit nicer, and also a design function where using, some people have bigger fingers where it may be hard to really set. Guys, that's my 5 points. Comment down below what you guys think. If you guys want to add more to the list, go right ahead. Again, give this video a thumbs up. Help me with that YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button and turn your notification on so you can know whenever I post a video. And stay tuned for the next video.
Yeah. Look, tell a man no trouble, I don't want beef, man, I just want vibes. Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then dead I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip out.